Welcome, guys, to another round of the North American Online League. This is Season 14, Round 4. First, guys, apologize for missing Round 3. We were traveling to the North American Pro Championships at the time. We have our first game here. Wild Wolf versus K Lee. K Lee is KL1. Okay, let's take a look at this game. So the North American Online League, guys, most of these players are conservative when they enter the tournament. They are much stronger than their displayed rankings most of the time. In the past, we have seen several players with 2Q designations have 2-dan AGA ratings. So when you guys enter, just feel extra good about yourselves because all these players generally are a little bit conservative with their rankings. Okay, great. Okay, here, so the Joseki move, the AI move, often is this move, a diagonal move here. This one has always seemed very slow to me. How could you make one diagonal move only? How is that efficient? So I totally understand why Black chooses to play this knight's move, and I myself has this feeling, has this inclination. I want to play the knight's move at least. Another thing is I want to play something like this, which is faster. All these are faster than the AI move. But the AI move is the AI move for some good reasons. The reason here is specifically with the little bit of weakness afforded by Black playing a little bit faster. There is this Katatari, as long as White Hanes, there's this headbutt Hane Katatari, and after this there's a possibility of White doing this. And then here, our original move at d7 is a total waste. So there's a potential problem there. Even in the diagram I just showed you, this is not necessarily good for White because now it is White with that weakness. In fact, exactly, this is actually a good result for Black, but this is a weakness. So yeah, generally what will happen later is that this extra little bit of a step usually doesn't help contribute enough to the later development of Black. So it's a very interesting spot. Okay, so with that said, this knight's move is not going to be very much worse than the AI's diagonal move, mostly because the immediate punish or the immediate attacking move is not good yet. So totally okay right now. With that, the next move, which is often another AI move, the extend on the second line here. This is also highly recommended. If we played one move that is a little bit fast and not as thick, our next move playing a thickness move can be very good. It sort of makes up for or balances our position out. Very nice. Very nice. So in the game, Black continues to attack, which is another very reasonable selection. Here, again, the same thing. If White just goes for something simple like this, because Black is able to play moves on the outside, and there's an extra cut over here, this is still not yet very good for White. So for White to play here, white will need another move like this before white can play the same diagram, and so it's not that it's not that comfortable for white at the same time. All right, but all these are like I gain something at the expense of something else. So these are all like trade-offs, which with all trade-offs, it's very unclear and uncertain. And you gain some here, you gain some in this regard, you lose some in the other regards, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. When we play the game, we usually the first things we want to look for is not these trade-offs. We want to look for clearly good, clearly not good moves. So okay, and because no one has played clearly bad moves, this game has been a very, very high quality game. So here, one thing white can do here is try to get this headbutt in Sente. Now again, this is a bit of a trade-off as well. Black does able to get the outside and maybe even a Panuki at the expense of having allowing white to settle this and destroy the black territory. This is an interesting variation. It's not easy to tell who's benefiting here versus who at the same time. This is what makes Go very, very interesting. And if you back off a little as black, white now will have remember the same type, the combination again now. There's a cut in Sente. White can cut here in Sente, or Atari first and cut here, like this. Being able to get some weakness in the black shape can allow white to survive better. And if not, just extend up. This reverts back to another Joseki that starts with C7. So very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so in the game, white gives up the inside 3 stones in order to get an outside big Panuki like this. This one, it feels like white loses more than white gains. The 3 stones with the territory is 30 points. 30 points is a lot. One modification I may make is maybe not capture this and start attacking on the top directly, but that would lose white's Sente, and connecting for black is also Sente, which just further increases the black territories. So this is a very, very big move too, and it's one of those trade-off kind of moves. But as a result of all this, because white makes the last move, black gains the Sente, which is very big. And black plays here. So totally big move, normal, no problem. Another big move here is taking care of the top left. Now the top left black shape is not very strong. This is the leftovers from the 3-3 invasions, the 3-3 invasion Josekis. One normal Joseki move, extend. This would significantly strengthen the black position. Another set of Josekis start with the Hane and cut, and white Ataris in one of these places. It's very complicated. The reason we want to keep playing the top is this is the weakest group for black on the board, and also if we are able to take care of the group and also make some territory at the same time, that's very efficient because you're using your weakness, your weak areas to surround, and after this, white no longer is all that strong on the outside. Here it's important to point out earlier, this is a Panuki +1 shape with this one move at f7. This is we all know this is not as efficient or as nice as the straight up Panuki shape. It does make the local shape slightly stronger after one move, but if you are able to spend the one move in a more in a more efficient spot. For example, you spend the B stone at one. This whole group actually now becomes much stronger than just the Panuki plus one shape. So the yeah, yeah. The plus one shape is not as, it actually turns out to be not as strong as the just straight up Panuki shape because the Panuki shape, you can have one more move to take care of the group. It's a case where, so it's really big for black to play around here. It also makes the Panuki plus one shape not as strong. Okay, great. So in the game, white is able to play here. There's a common saying: three spaces against this corner shape. The reasoning is this: Hane and reverse tiger's mouse at the second line is pretty much sente against white. You just can't continue to attack black after black gets A18. If you do, you're gonna have gote, and you're the one, white is the one that is under threat. So white may have to connect, and black is very comfortable with an eye space and everything. So this is mostly sente when it comes to black getting attacked in this area, and then black is able to attach, and then this one stone forms a very nice reinforcement position on the top left. So this is the reason why we remain three spaces away. But I totally understand why white wants to get a little bit closer. Okay. Yeah, so now black is able to get the B15 in sente, and this one, it's actually even better than what I showed. Okay, in the game, black put double Hanes Ataris on the outside. Here, notably, white was not able to capture because of the remaining Aji with the two stones. Black is able to capture two stones. This is very nicely played by white in this position. Okay, so again, guys, very very high quality game in the North American online league. I'm struggling to find clear mistakes by both of these players. And these players are two dan, and one dan. Okay, so it's very good, very good. Okay, so here black takes sente. There's an exchange. Black takes sente, plays on the right hand side. This is the last remaining largely unsettled part of the board. Okay, very good. However, here, because white's press is sente, it feels like turning would be very nice. But turning here would be in a relatively small location on this board right now. Okay, black suffers a little bit, having to extend. This is fine. So here white goes for the all-out fight. Cuts black. Does not. This move is not sustainable development. It is not, doing territory and attacking black. This is just attacking black by cutting. This is a what's known as a commitment move. It's a very like only attack kind of move. Because white is not able to strengthen white's own positions at the same time. Okay, so now white does play the knight's move. Note how black does play the connect and also surround white move in this fight. So here in this fight, it's gonna go for towards black for sure. White doesn't continue playing on the bottom because of this push through, and this is white barely gets captured, but barely gets captured is the best capture. Okay, so white plays on the outside. Black gets the first move on the right. Black harnesses and attaches. Okay, and then black has to extend. Okay. Here white would like to play something that's sente on the outside, but white only has 4 liberties on the inside. So unfortunately, white was not able to find something good here. Okay, so white Ataris and eventually has to capture this. This allows black to push through, and even though white had a chance to live here, white did not have a chance to continue the attack against black. So at the end of this, having captured the right-hand side, although it was in co, white wasn't able to find a very large co-threat as a result, and the game ended here. Okay, I have to say the black play in this game was very, very impeccable. So very well played by black in this game. This was extremely high quality as a game. Yeah, black's play was super impressive, and it's yeah, very, very well played by black. White should not feel bad at all about this game. Yeah, really, maybe the AI can find many mistakes. I was not able to find many mistakes. Okay, the next game is P. Seagull versus Monster Alex. Okay, so I know Alex is a 3 to 4 dan AGA player. Okay, yeah, generally NAOL ranks probably around two dans above or stronger or weaker, stronger than their AGA ranks. Okay, in the game, okay, perfect normal Josekis here, and going into the corner. Okay, this is very nice. I know Alex a little bit. This kind of a very aggressive or efficient slide is not something that I associated with his play, so I'm very happy to see this in this game. And the shoulder hits and the cut too. However, this was one part in this fight that was better to just extend back. Something like this, maybe even a turn. Here, this just like the last game, we had to pay special attention as white when we played a move that was all offense, not strengthening our own selves. This cut is the same type of move. It is all offense cutting white, not strengthening the black positions. In fact, it loses black 1 liberty. You could say that it actually weakens black's position. So white extends. This is very nice. White did an Atari. The Atari is almost this shape. I guess it's almost always you almost always Atari like this. Force black into an empty triangle. White was very, very disciplined in terms of not doing that. Usually you will want a very specific reason for not doing it. Here we see one mistake by black. If black was able to Atari here and have Sente after this, black could have Sente after this. So in the game, black did lose Sente. Not to say that black had a chance to not lose Sente, but the result was definitely not satisfactory for black. Losing Sente, white plays on the outside. This peep is perfect spot, and connecting. You never want to connect like this. This is the flip of the cut at 015. This is pure defense, no value whatsoever. The cut was pure offense, no value whatsoever. So both of these moves have a very common thread, a very common commonality to them. The pure offense move, the cut, and the pure defense move, the connect. Both of these have a commonality, which is they have not much value to them other than just one purpose, which is usually a bit lacking in our games. Okay, so after this, white should have an advantage. The normal shape move is here. This way you can maintain the connection on the side. When white plays here, black is able to cut white. So here, this one is more offense. It attacks black a little bit stronger, but it lacks a little bit on the defensive department because it allows black to cut white too. This move, however, is a trade-off kind of move. Okay, so black harness and extends. This is good. This is good. Here for sure, black will want to press on the outside. Having spent two moves, K16 and M17 on the top, you gotta use the extra strength that you built up in order to, play on the outside of that, and for sure. Okay, so everything is very happy for white. Here, white completes the right-hand side. The cut fixes that last weakness and makes a lot of territory. This game is going very much white favored at the moment. White is able to get black to play one more of those moves, those kinds of moves. Only defense, no, not much value. And this net does capture the one black stone. Okay. So again, this one was extremely well played by white. Okay, I'm very, 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 very impressed at all these players we have seen today. Here, wow, even this Atari is not, it's not clear that the Atari is good for white. Wow. Okay, very good play. This is very, very high quality games. White has an advantage, but yeah, and we go into the end game again without any real discernible mistakes that I can see. This is yeah, congratulations to the players for playing such a good game. It may be a bit alarming that I'm not able to see so much. Maybe I'm not as strong as you guys. Maybe I'm not as strong as my rank as a one-time pro would suggest. Again, okay. So this game ends. No real discernible glaring mistakes on either side. So congratulations to the players for playing a very, very high quality game. And not apologizing, but regrettably, I'm not able to point out very easy ways of improving for either of these players in terms of clear mistakes. Maybe here white can play something a bit stronger because you can give up on these two stones. The black's two stones are basically gonna die. And if black plays something nicer, we can always connect home with the territory. Maybe another move was like this and then block. So this is maybe the game was a little lacking, but white was significantly ahead anyway. And all right, very nice by both players. And as I said, it would not be a surprise when you see that those players are like AGA 4 dans or AGA 4 dans. So this is play the NAOL. NAOL, very high quality games, very good for practice, very good stuff. Next one we have Colton Brown and El Palacios. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so here, this is a Joseki. Black plays here. You'll know how it is after I show you guys the Joseki. Joseki is here or here. So this is a normal Joseki, and so the Joseki is so submissive, so thick, um, and another Joseki move is here. This prevents black from having this move in Sente and then this extend at E1 in Sente. This connects the black stone. So this is the Joseki move too. So two of these are moves are very, very difficult to come up with by yourself. Um, um, yeah, you run huge risks of falling far, far, far behind by playing moves like this one, the slow moves. So, um, yeah, so in the game, white played this way, and black does go for the punishment in this shape. Now, white does have two ways to, one is to knight's move on the corner, and this gives white an alive shape. And secondly, of course, white is able to move out. So white is still fine in this position. This is the first um, noticeable mistake by black. Um, Here, the move is we want to jump and push white into the black relative thickness here, and you'll see 1, 3, 5 is making more value than 2, 4, 6, and if we're able to reach this, the next move we can threaten to cut, but really we're getting 11, 12, the Atari incentive, and after we jump at the second line, white is again not alive with two eyes. We can see here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All of these moves are squashed in the middle, not strengthening any, not making much territory for white. So, um, um, yeah, not yeah. So that's what we want to achieve. Not sure we can achieve that, but if we do, will be good. In the game, black moves from the strong area and pushes white into the weaker area. If black does not give up on anything, this would mean that white is a little bit more. Now we're playing more towards the weaknesses for black. So in the game, so now this is the choice for black now. There is still a time to come back to the original shape, play here perhaps. This is like a jump from the third line stone. There's another stone here at the fourth line, and that's okay. Um, Broadly, we can still reach that same idea in the game. What you don't want to do here is to block and too many weaknesses and allow white to capture black like this. Here it's extra bad because the ladder works for white, so um, black will only have 4 liberties and white has an eye, so um, white is gonna win this liberties fight. And if white cannot cut there, white can cut here with the double Atari if you extend. There's another double Atari, but white will probably choose to play on the outside later. And um, this way, white does gain, the direction. This is a new thing that I've seen on Zoom. Colton Brown is in our review. He has raised his hand. What's up, Colton? Say something. Raise your voice. We're all listening.
I will raise my voice. So when I was setting up this, I was more thinking of it as a trap because usually when we play this Shoseki in the bottom left,
Mhm.
normally the black prevents the 3-3 with the Kasumi, and so I
Yes.
left it as a trap because I know that white it's very advantageous to try to play that point. And so when I was reviewing this, I was trying to make sure that I keep the pressure on white low so that I can keep the stones on the right hand side still light. And so that's
Yes.
why I'm reviewing this sequence.
Ah, that
But I
is
think the Atari would help more.
yes, that makes perfect sense. And the game, when you connect it here, it shows that you followed the game plan and it was followed perfectly. And here there's an extra good thing for black because having this shape later allows us to block in Sente. So there's an extra benefit in this shape. Yeah, the only thing is if white is able to capture black like this, that's the only counterattack that we have to make sure to to be okay against. So otherwise, that's fine. If we do get something like this Atari shape, this is much better than what I showed. So yes, in the game we risked it, and so here definitely get play this now and then block in Sente. You also get the connecting Sente, and this position I will agree. This position is much stronger than whatever diagram I showed in terms of how black should play if black is able to reach this. Yeah, so it was very important for white to crawl out one or two more times. Yes, one or two more times. So yeah, yeah. So all the black thinking in this game has worked out very, very well so far. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, this is a this is an unconventional way to invade the corner. It will not be too bad. It's some Joseki, some other Josekis you guys may know is something like this. I myself lost a bit playing against and with this Joseki in my recent game matches, so I'll also be a little careful when doing those Josekis. Okay, in the game, white just blocks on the outside. Um, this is the normal shape, and if white has to, and I do believe white has to strengthen white's cutting points, this will allow black to survive on the right. Just make sure you crawl one more time so that the white turn is not sente, unless you counterattack right away. That's also okay, but yes, okay. The biggest move now, of course, is still on the bottom here. After the top gets settled in the game, black should be very happy getting this Joseki 3-3 invasion Joseki shape after white gets two moves in the corner to start. Now is this cut is a good idea by white to do this, but it is a clear mistake that we discussed before. It's a perfect time for black to play this peep and extend the one black stone's liberty by one liberty. Now black's stone here has three liberties, 1, 2, and 3. So after getting this squeeze, it is now black's choice. Black can do whatever black wants here, and it will be a good result. Okay, this is a great time to play the biggest move on the board, which is turn a block at L2. Before you block, of course, get yourself one more liberty. Very good technique. In the game, let's see if white was able to take advantage. Yes, white now is able to push and cut, forces black to connect, and being able to capture one stone is so much better than allowing black to play all the surrounding moves on the outside. This just makes white prefers this so much more than the other shape. Okay, so in the game, white actually wanted even more from this fight than the other diagram. So it makes sense that white is reaching for this. However, because because white now is having to take care of this group in the center, white loses the chance to play the K3, the L2, and that's what's gonna allow black to make the thickness around the white stones. And once thickness is made, white's moves will have very little value. Here, I think the key here for both players is to recognize that G1 extends a liberty for black and makes white have to play D1 and all these moves are sente for black. I think if either of the two players realized this, they would have played it with no hesitation. So, okay, all good. Yes, okay. So this part is gonna be left for later. Good, good. So white gets some success in the middle here. Of course, if black realized that blocking would be sente, black would have the first move in the center. Okay, so in the game, the following happened. White gains back a lot by capturing two stones. The right-hand side black group isn't super strong, but white's position is still a little bit lacking in terms of this position. For example, here, not only is all the other moves still sente for black, this jump is sente too. White is not alive with this group. How crazy is that? Captured 3 stones, 4 stones, 5 stones, and still not alive. Okay, so white does find the L2, but right now it's a little late. No, it's good. It's good that white played L2. Good job for white. Good job for white. Okay. Okay. Now is a good opportunity for white because white played L2, the crawling move. White has 4 liberties. White is okay locally to start moving on the right again. But again, I do not blame white for not, losing 2 stones. And this is promising. Okay, black played here. This is very, very good. Faced with a very uncertain fight, black chose the strongest responses. This is a very, very good move. It's hard to play this as black. It's very easy to extend and just take care of yourself, especially in this position where you could say black. It looks like black has a easier game. Yeah, so it's hard to play the strongest move, but it's very, very good to play the strongest move almost all the time. So in the game, white is the one to defend in the corner first. This allowed black to play on the outside. Oh, this is perfect. Well played by black. This is again the strongest move possible here. White regrets not playing this one. This gives black a little bit more centes. And so after this, black is able to take care of the right and move out on the left. White at some point will defend in the corner. So this is why white connects. More pressure on the right with a hane and things like that. But this squeeze is absolutely perfect. If white pushes out here first, black is able to extend back, and this is totally captured. If white pushes here first, black may extend back too, but just something like this will force white to this may be a ko on the inside, but even if it's not, this is a great result for black. In the game, white chooses to break out this way, and this very, very noticeable squeeze and Atari, and white is captured here. The visuals of this is just the visuals of this say it all. White in the game now only has 20 points. Black has 20 points just in this captured blob. Yeah, very nice job. Very well fought by black. Not pulling back or playing the safety move. Very, very important. Very, very nice. Okay, in the game, more fighting continues, and the top ends up in an exchange. And in an exchange, it will not be too good or bad for either side. Here, reading, it's important to realize white is alive now. It's not easy to recognize that white's alive, but the key is when black plays here, white needs to extend here to live, like this. just same as a game. If black does realize that, there is one way to get a little bit more out of this, which is just extend. The next move is throw in Atari and P18. This will force white to play on the inside. Black gains one liberty with the three stones. The one liberty coming in very handy in a position, in a shape like this one. Um, Even though black doesn't win this is still a good result for black, and the one liberty is instrumental. So here, black does lose that liberty. Aha, and loses Sente because now white is alive without having to defend. So big loss here for black. Good. Black when white counterattacks, black yeah. So defend the outside would be better. The inside is a ko, or the inside is one where black has lots and lots of liberties. Okay, so it's, white is catching back up a little bit, and the one liberty we lost earlier really feels very, it's really palpable right now. However, because the thickness that black built up earlier with the capture of the right, a very easy push through, and this white group is also dead, and the second dead group, yeah, very good fighting spirit by white. I like this a lot, and unfortunately, it's not gonna work after the right hand side. The very very pretty game deciding sequence here. Very nice, and this illustrates again one of our ideas, which is on the defensive end, you do not want to be you always want to have efficiency when you're defending, and you almost never want to just defend like this. Think of this position, white gains a lot of points on the right, and look at the game position, of course. So remember to use your defender's advantage while you have it, while you are on defense. Don't make yourself so overly strong that you lose the most important advantage you have, which is being on the defensive, and your opponent has to reach out and reach for more in order to attack you, in order to prevent you from reaching safety. And in this game, this connect move is a perfect example of white having to reach for more, because and have a less efficient shape, because white needs to make sure that black doesn't have an easy way to safety. So, and just one slowed down move allowed black to jump, having a very good position, and a second breakout move that didn't work just sealed white's fate. This is why I always say it's okay to be on the defense, but it's most important to be efficient on defense. It's much more important to be efficient than to be safe. In fact, being safe and not efficient is a way most of us lose our games at around the 1 dan, 2 dan, 3 dan, and 4 dan levels that all of the players we see today play at. It is very important. It's more important to be efficient than it is to be safe, which is a bit counterintuitive, but it's true. All right, so this will end our game review sessions, and if I can get my phone to work, connecting to my computer, I can show you guys a couple of pictures. I am at the first new international tournament in China. It's called the Beihai Xinyi Cup. The company is called Innova Cup, who's sponsoring this. It's just as big as the Samsung Cup gonna be. I saw some of the world's top players yesterday, so that's why I wanted to see if my phone works. Yeah. Don't worry. Feel free to feel free. I Unfortunately, I don't think I am able to get this. Oh, I do. Apple iPhone, internal storage, maybe. Only if you guys are interested. And we have another 10 minutes or so, so might as well, right? Okay, this is what's on my iPhone. I guess I'll go to the latest. Okay, we'll make this bigger. Extra large icons. This is from the Pro AGA Pro tournament. This is arriving. Oh my god. Okay, excuse me for the quality. But don't worry, this is a call and you guys will only see a little bit of this anyway. This is arriving at Hong Kong and then taking a 7-hour train to Beihai, the city. This is a small city. This is the lobby of the hotel. This is a view from my hotel room. This is the hotel room. Okay. Extra large icons. Um, okay, this one you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. You guys will not see this on YouTube. I'll do a separate one. So we're gonna enter YouTube now.